Hear ye, haters now in session. You are now rocking with the finest, most luxurious, the most notorious, the most scrumptious haters you ever seen in your motherfucking life. And we're gonna start to my left with our guest hater.
What's good, y'all? What's good? I told you I'd be back. It's me, Samuel L. I Hate Son. Penny hating the hard way. What's good, y'all? Big Just here.
Yo, pardon me. Paul Pierce got me taking it back right now. It's your boy Palm, aka today I am gonna be Chicago PD.
That's good. That's a good one.
Getting it done. It might take us a little while.
Yeah.
Unless you a lying ass. You know, I ain't even gonna go the rest, man.
Yeah, you already. It's your boy Smith, man. AKA Jordan Woods.
That's a good one. It's a good one.
It's your
Oh
boy.
man.
Colton, aka the bear that hit Ron Artest when he was chilling on the scores table at Madison Palace.
Oh,
That's
man.
a legendary hate.
I'm a bear. I'm not gonna be any person because all the people got punched.
That is one
At
of
full
the
force.
Greatest fight in America.
That's like one of the most legendary cups of beer.
Yep,
in the history of the world.
literally in a sports game. But speaking of sports, because Jordan Woods, you brought that up, we might as well just talk about it real fast. My son Tristan has come home. Black men don't cheat. If it's you with a black woman and you come home.
Yeah,
You know
So-
what? I seen a tweet. I seen a tweet that says some shit. It was like, yo, it's sad that that's what he had to do to get out of that. Like, it was sad. And I was just like, yo, that's dead ass. Because she just was gonna keep taking him back to have.
Because like Tristan Thompson was in cameras, like it was a Diddy video with his social security number and the newspaper with a date, like nigga, this me cheating, like
cheating.
with a fresh white chick in front of him. What's the date? This really me?
Like, you see me? You see me? You see me? You see me? Jordan, stay still. You see me?
Y'all seen the Valentine's 7 something he had?
Yo,
they say he had a 7 something. Now that
Oh,
nigga
Valentine's
he
Day.
might have
That
a
nigga's a
sex
legend.
problem, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
that-
he's a legend, but he got a sex problem.
I think that nigga was just trying to get away from
He was
Khloe
just trying to
Kardashian.
get
Yeah,
out.
he probably was.
she was coming back home like, baby.
Mad drunk.
First of all,
The goddamn OJ hands.
have you
man.
have you ever seen that guy naked?
Who? What?
Chloe.
Oh, I know this is going left.
I was like, GPS, reset.
No. I don't think so.
That looks like a raw chicken. Like a whole raw chicken. You know when you take the chicken out and it's just like there, like
Oh man.
pale and like mad, like hair bumps and shit. And it's just like, that's what she looks like. And I always thought he was a nasty nigga.
She built like
anyway.
the squeeze mayonnaise, like when
Yeah,
you can't really afford the
exact-
jar, you get the little
You already
squeeze. It's
know.
$129.
Nasty. God. She built like a bottle of real lime juice. Nasty.
Oh man.
That shit is disgusting.
But yeah, Tristan cheated.
I'm
He's
glad
free.
that he finally
He's
free.
free.
of
Black
All-Star
that.
next year.
It's Black History Month, so we had to get a win somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere, man. You got to
we
get
had
away
to
from
get
the.
away somewhere,
We ain't never
man.
gonna get Kanye. I mean, luckily we got Tiger back.
We got Tiger
we
back.
Got, we got Tiger back, and he immediately started making hits again. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know. Travis Scott ain't get caught up. Like he caught up, but he ain't get caught up yet.
You know what it was?
changing
Tiger
rules.
started dating women his age, and
Yeah.
they started showing
It
him
makes
like,
sense.
You
It
gotta
makes
grow.
sense.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had to grow.
About to start wearing ties.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
It makes sense.
like the niggas that he
You
was
ever
a-
notice the white men that they deal with don't have like no kind of life problems?
Because they're already white.
Yeah.
Men. White men are not affected by anything already in life.
But
So-
that just like they are
They're
like
Teflon.
that they are immune to the toxicity of the
They're
Kardashians.
immune to
Because that
toxicity
nigga
of
Scott
anything.
Disick is a fucking legend, boy. That
Yeah.
nigga
Terrible
don't-
person.
He don't take no shit from
It's like
them
evil,
fucking
like it's
bitches.
evil. You know what I mean? Evil is evil, and there's evil squared. And
Yeah.
Scott Disick is like, nigga, I will stab you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
like
He
that
one of them
shit.
white
Yeah.
boys.
That
Like,
shit is
Scary.
Scott, you
yeah.
wanted-
Scott
He wanted them.
Disick.
I'll body you and get away with it because
I don't
you
really
know who
know-
my fucking dad is.
I don't
You
even
know
want
what
to
I mean?
fight him.
Scott, if you need a black friend,
he'll make you go missing.
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
need a
One
black
of
friend,
those
Scott, I'm around. I know you probably won't see this.
We all
But,
need one
man.
white friend. Like I know
one white
you know,
friend. Powerful
we
white
get it.
friend.
We're like we're very Pan African over here and black, but you always need that one white friend.
Yeah, you need
that's
that
like-
one white
yeah.
friend.
You know what I'm saying?
Got that
hold
You
it down.
need that-
Lima beans.
that white privilege.
You
on
need
the
that
inside.
one white
My man
friend.
Beans.
You need that one white friend that'll say shit like, "Do you know who my dad is?"
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
shit like that. You need that sometimes.
Yeah, like that nigga. He'll like somebody disrespecting him. He'll step in. Like, where do you get off? Where do you get
When
off?
white people say that, just know that shit is about to get
About to
real
go
serious.
down.
They don't start.
You need that
they-
white friend that.
That's how they
just
start
be
their
like,
bullshit.
Oh, man, yeah, I do my own taxes. I'll do yours.
Nah, but that phrase right there that Trey just said, that's that white
you
people
get
like,
off.
oh shit, they're
Yeah.
about to get in
About to
there.
write a letter.
Fucking-
And when
back.
and
Somebody has to
it
do
the
that.
how slow they say
Yeah.
it is how mad they are.
Yo,
Where
listen.
do you get off?
Oh shit, the nigga's
saying
going all the way in the
that
back.
shit to me.
He is elbow deep. This nigga, yo, listen. You hear a nigga say it like that? He is shoulder deep in the bag. Right now.
yeah.
And he is about to pull out
yeah.
some shit.
If he ends it with cut, he's gonna shoot the place up.
Oh,
If he ends it with cut,
absolutely.
he's definitely gonna shoot the place up.
Oh, absolutely.
Cut is,
Yo,
really, cut is
son.
their N word.
The fucking,
literally.
fucking. Do you know my dad? Do you know who my dad is?
You know,
Like those white people are the best.
They're
Like,
the
those-
best and the
that-
worst at
yeah,
the same time.
That when they're on your side, they're the best because
Yeah.
this shit is about to be hilarious. And I'm black, so I don't even have to say
I don't
anything.
even understand what that means. Like as a black person, like yeah, if my dad was important, like we think about that shit. Like I'm pretty sure, like okay, Jaden and Willow Smith.
We don't
I'm
say
pretty
shit
sure
like that though.
but that's what I'm saying.
We say shit like, nigga, do you know who I am?
But that's what I'm saying. Jaden and Willow Smith. I'm pretty sure they more say, "Do you know who I am?" than
Yeah.
"Do you know who my dad is?"
Yeah, because it's like, nigga, my dad. I'm famous because of my dad. So, nigga, do you know who I am now? Do you know who I am?
Plus, like a
'Cause
lot of
true-
us don't really know our dads, so it's
True. So it just be like,
like,
nigga,
we can't really use it.
do you know mom? Do you know who my mom is? Nigga? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
who my grandma is?
You know who my single mom is? nigga?
Shit don't got the same ring and shit. Unless your mom is in the hood killing niggas,
That's a fact.
then you know it's different.
So what?
That shit really.
What's
That
the
shit
next- what's the
really.
next-
damn,
Oh,
that
we
shit
on
really
hoops.
funny.
Let's stay on hoops, man. We got to bring somebody to court.
What's up?
I mean, poor Pierce was out here wild. I have some evidence.
What's up?
Yo,
You got what's the iPad?
Oh
Right?
man, that's right.
yo, listen. Paul Pierce, you're wildin', bro.
Why do you do this?
You're
He came a
fucking.
long way from getting stabbed up.
You're fucking wildin', bro.
Let's give him back credit.
If you out here saying shit like this on the
go a long
regular,
way.
I totally understand what happened to you now.
Yeah. He had a moment.
It was more than a moment. It was like something that like it was really ridiculous. It was like a brain fart. It was like at that moment he thought that it was gonna work out better than it should have maybe, but it just didn't work out.
But in his head, he was thinking like, "Yo, I nailed this."
Hold on.
Yeah, I like to see him get
Run it back.
better.
Run it back. We got to hear this.
He's special. I just want to see him play more. That's all I want. Yeah, I like to see him get 30 to 35 minutes. I mean, he's in his early 20s.
Okay.
He's showing. We're just getting a taste of him.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm tired of getting a taste of him. I want the whole load.
Come on.
Man,
Oh,
this
see,
guy,
see,
all
right, let's bring it back. We got to break this down.
I'm tired of getting a taste of him.
Pause it. Now, Paul. Brother Paul.
Come to the front of the congregation.
Goddamn congregation. Right here is when you should have said, hold on. I might be taking this a little too far. Press play.
Whole load. Now,
Hold on.
I'm tired of getting the taste of him. I want the whole load.
All right, wait. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. He just stops there.
He is a boy, Damon.
That nigga is 20 years old. He did not ask for this.
He did not. Oh,
He did not
He
ask
is
for
a
this
boy.
at all. He is just a youngin. Jesus Christ. Why?
Jesus Christ.
Paul.
Paul Pierce, don't you have a wife?
You have children.
Jesus
Yo,
Christ. Do you
bro.
not think they watch TV?
You like
imagine the kids at his children's school.
Fam.
Yo.
Jokes. Imagine
If
going to school the next day hearing that.
If I had to watch my dad on TV say some wild shit like that, just know when you get home, like when he get home, I'm not gonna be there anymore because I'm divorcing the family.
And I think the best part of these tweets, like, I always scroll down. Because the reactions. Yo, go back to we gotta see some of the
reactions for the tweet. Okay.
Because hold on. The reactions behind these shits are always like top
And then the
five.
tweets are probably the best parts of it. So here's one.
Nigga gay as hell. This nigga gay as hell.
That was one. Oh, here's another one. Oh man.
Been gay.
Okay, go man. You gay, man. You gay, man.
Nigga been gay.
Okay, go man.
Yo, it's like just like unbelievable amounts of just videos under the shit with people wilding.
Gay, my nigga. Cut that out. That was real gay, my nigga. Cut that out. That was real.
Like nah, like everyone's wild.
Nigga, you gay. Oh, nigga, you gay.
Cut it off.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. We're not trying to offend anybody, but like this is
All this is wild.
We love y'all.
Yo, that ass. We love
It's
you.
just jokes. Like,
It's
it's
just-
just jokes.
it's
I
just-
mean, you guys know already when people post anything, the reactions under is probably better than the tweet.
Always.
Easy.
So-
Always. It's like a competition. Who can one up each other?
Oh god.
Internet is undefeated.
Wow.
Woo. Oh man, let's get.
What's the? We gonna get into something a little bit more serious.
No, I don't know. I want to get serious.
That's like when Charles and Shaq was making fun of Jesse. Or
Yo,
oh
man.
my God.
You didn't see that?
Charles is right.
Oh,
Chuck had the jokes.
yeah, Chuck got the jokes.
Oh.
I was like, why is he so ready for this? Wait, can I? Oh, let me find that.
Yeah,
clip.
pull that up.
Please,
pull that up. Son.
please.
Pull
It's
that
a
up.
really good clip.
Chuck had me in tears.
Pull that up. Son.
yeah.
Please.
Yo, I was literally crying, son. Like,
Tears, real tears, came down my eyes because
In the
that
crib,
shit,
crying,
face
yeah.
hurting, laughing.
Because he
Charles
pulled
had-
it out.
Still living that what you would say has no chance of happening. Two black guys beating a black guy up. That's not on here, man.
Ernie was so uncomfortable.
Shaq was with it.
The Clippers will not make the playoffs. And what kind of hats they have on Chuck? Okay, the Lakers will not make the playoffs. The Kings will. The latest. Go ahead, Kenny. I can't believe you, Chuck. Here we go.
We gotta say Magna like Chuck for the rest.
Oh, yeah.
For the rest of the time, too.
America. Let me just tell you something with that. Do not commit crimes with checks. Come on, man. You cannot, if you're going to break the law, do not write a check. Because you write a check that what? I can't cash it.
Oh man, son.
Yo, man, you cannot cash up. Hey, get cash, man. I never used an ATM. Now, I heard you can only get $200 out of it. $500 stuff, literally. I'm taking a lot of stuff to the ATM. But you said, Chuck, America. You go not write checks when you commit illegal activity. I cannot believe that we touched them all right there.
Hey,
Yo, Ernie.
Jesse said that. America, Jack, don't commit crime with Jack. Jesse, you wasted all that damn time and money. You know what you should have did? What's that? Just went up to Liam Neeson's neighborhood.
Yo, that was it. That was the one. That was the one. I was like, why he did that? Why he just dropped that shit on? Yo, he shitted on like 8 people at one time. Son.
At one time.
Yo. Chuck did it.
yo,
Chuck did it.
son.
Oh man, son.
Charles Barkley's never been that funny ever in his life, man.
Ever, son.
That's mad crazy.
Ever.
Magus.
The best part, there's like nothing good about this Jesse situation, but the best part is like the jokes that's coming out of it.
Yeah.
Like, no funny shit. Like, all jokes aside, like, I don't want to see the nigga arrested or nothing like that.
Not at all.
I don't think it's that real for the nigga to have to go to jail or no shit like that.
At all.
If he need help, let's get him some help. You know what I'm saying? And let's do it that way, like. You know
Well,
what I mean?
doubt
All
that.
jokes aside,
I doubt
they.
they. I don't think they.
But the jokes,
I don't
my
think they
nigga,
were
are
literally
funny as fuck.
I think the having him go through the process and shit like that
Yeah.
is all just like to fuck with him.
It better
I don't
be
think
because,
they're really
because
gonna
peep game.
prosecute
What
him.
about the swimmer Ryan Lochte?
Yeah.
He lied and said he got
He
robbed in
got
another
robbed.
country and then dipped on a plane the next day. Like,
Yeah, he was a
what you
fucking.
mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
I still don't really know what happened with that situation.
Nothing
Apparently,
happened.
that
It was just a lie.
You mean as a
Nothing
result?
happened. He's good.
No, I mean I don't know. I kept seeing it.
He said
niggas tried to rob him.
Niggas tried to rob him
At
of his
gunpoint.
shit.
at
Or his medals.
gunpoint and all this wild shit. And like then when the video came out, it was just like
Him.
him and them getting in a cab.
Yelling at people.
Yelling
Yeah,
at people.
and then they went back to the
Then he
Olympic
went back,
Village.
Yeah.
So what happened?
Nothing.
He got
So
on
why did
TV.
he say that?
Because
Because he's fucking
because
white.
on the video showed him. I think he broke like a picture frame in the spot.
Yeah.
Because they was drunk wilding out.
He was wild.
So it was just like some dumb shit.
He just said he got robbed.
But it wasn't even in America.
It
So
wasn't
it's
even
like
in America.
if he was in America, he probably would have got the same. I mean, I don't know.
Come on.
He probably.
Come on.
Yeah, I kept seeing it, but I was like,
Well, nah, you don't know
Who gives
because
a
Ryan
fuck?
Lochte was actually like the bad guy when it comes to Olympic swimming.
Yeah.
Like fucking
You're right,
Michael
he
Phelps
was.
Michael
You're
Phelps
right.
is the
Michael
clean
Phelps.
cut good nigga, and then it's Ryan Lochte, the nigga that's walking around with fronts and shit. So he would have definitely they would have did that to him
Why they
because
got
he's huh
Because he trying to be.
because he's
black.
trying to be black. So they would have definitely fucked him
I
over.
don't know.
They would have definitely fucked him over because it was like, oh, you want to be a nigga?
I don't think
All right,
so.
we're gonna treat you like a
He's a
nigga.
cracker that swims.
He literally.
Oh, well, no, I don't know. But the name is mad familiar because at the time I was working for somebody and I had to cover the Olympics.
Facts.
So I remember that name. But I was covering it so much that the story just became a blur. Like, who? I
Yeah,
was
because
like,
nothing happened.
he got,
out of it,
yeah,
so-
I was, so I didn't
He did
understand.
an interview. He did an interview, and then they were like, okay.
That's why, like, not like, so it doesn't, yo.
There was
whatever.
like he got
I-
robbed and then nothing else happened from it. And I was like, all right.
I just
guess.
hope that the Jussie shit is not as extreme as the Chicago PD is trying to make it seem. Because again, niggas don't trust cops. We definitely. don't
But
trust
again,
Chicago PD.
it was like two different situations. Like Ryan Lochte just said a
no, I'm
basic
not
ass
talking
lie.
about that.
He was like, I got but I'm just talking about like people. Well, basically, it was a basic lie. He said I got robbed and whatever. He ain't even call the police. He ain't even do the dumb shit that Jesse did. He just told the public I got robbed. This nigga Jesse tried to weaponize the police. Like
I'm
an
just-
already
I'm just-
shitty police force, he tried to weaponize them on some wild shit.
That's so weird.
Like I was saying,
It's
yeah,
weird.
the
Yes,
whole
it's
story-
weird.
Yeah, the whole story is weird, but like I said, like I'm not really that quick to just jump on the Chicago PD side and everything they're saying. I'm gonna just wait till the rest of the shit come out. But he is definitely damaging the voices of real victims from
Yeah, I
the
don't-
black community,
I
the
don't
LGBT community. Like he's like fucking shit up because this is giving the ignorant maggots. As
I don't
as
need-
Chuck said, it's giving them the energy to be like, look, niggas be lying about shit, niggas be fronting and giving them more energy to do their bullshit.
My
So,
problem was the concert after. Supposedly
Yeah.
happened. The whole gay black.
yeah, that
All
was
of that, all of that shit was.
Is that selling? Is that trying to sell yourself or?
Yeah, that was wild.
Because that right there, if I'm a
I
cop,
agree
I'm
with
like,
that.
all right,
I don't
something
need.
going on here.
I don't
He
need
must
no
be
more
lying.
information from like. I don't give a fuck what the police put out. I don't need no more information from nobody. Like the nigga already proved to me that he's a liar. Like the shit just is some weird shit. I don't even know what the fuck is going
I don't
on.
get the point. I heard it was for contract. Something he was upset with.
Empire not even that good of a show.
Oh yeah, well, to some, this is it's a transcendental show, and he's big in the black community. I don't know who reported it. It was somebody on.
I didn't even know he was really gay
Oh yeah.
until this shit happened.
Yeah.
I thought he was just gay for the show.
I was watching Underground and he played a straight dude and he looked like a dude playing a straight dude.
I've never.
Dude who's playing a dude.
I've never seen him in anything but the
Yo,
one
you
season
know who
of
his
Empire. I
sister
watched.
is?
Ooh.
I don't even know how to explain it. What's she? We all know her. She's a light skinned girl. She's in Underground. Did you see Underground at all?
Nah, I don't think so. Cause
Hold
I've
on,
never
let me
seen
see-
him in
Let me see
anything
the
else.
iPad. I'm gonna show you her.
I think I know what you're talking
I'm
about.
gonna show you her. You're gonna be like, oh shit! I wonder what.
That's something Smollett.
Yeah, it's something Smollett. She's in Underground though. She's like the second main character.
He is him and her.
I think that's his
No.
aunt.
No.
I think Kamala Harris. I heard Kamala Harris might be Jussie Smollett's aunt. I don't
That's
know how
crazy.
true that is.
That'd be
Supposedly she
crazy.
said she's upset by the situation.
Bernie?
Disappointed.
Bernie
some
Smollett?
shit.
Yes.
We'll know where he got the lies from now.
There you
Yeah.
go.
You know where he got
Oh,
They was
okay.
probably thinking
You know who
about
she is, bro?
Oh yeah, that's the light skinned shorty from all of the shows that we watched growing up.
Yeah.
From all them things.
She was in like Family Matters, all that shit. I never seen. Yeah, I never seen anything that she was in. Like,
Yeah,
as
she
an
in
adult.
Underground with Harriet Tubman.
Oh, okay. But yeah, hopefully if that nigga need help, he get the help, and hopefully this lie is
I
not.
don't know, man. But next
I
time you want
have
to
to-
lie, just don't call the police, man. Just lie. Like people do it all the time.
Like I said,
You
man,
dad just could have said the lie.
look, if you ever gonna lie, like you just go on IG Live. Like nobody ever questions IG Live. Like it don't matter.
But you know what's crazy?
Who
Like
says
if
what?
he would have just said the lie, like the police would have investigated it on their own.
Yeah.
So like
Why
he
follow
would have
the-
had no like
If they was like, we didn't find no evidence, you'd be like, well, nigga, it happened.
yeah, like then it would have been like then
That's a fact, though.
then we would have been like, oh man, the Chicago PD always lying.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it would have looked believable. But now it's just like, I don't know, man. Like I don't really care about what the Chicago PD put
It's
out.
like
about
if
it.
you cheat on your girl and say you got robbed and beat up, and then you actually filed a police report. You get what I'm saying?
That's like,
and,
come
and then the
on.
police come back like, yo, son, like
nothing
he ain't
happened.
get nothing. He ain't get beat up and robbed. Now
We
give
can't
some
like
shit.
we can't be mad that your girl get you really robbed and beat up. Like
Yeah.
nah, nigga, like you deserved it.
Speaking of like cheating on some random shit, I remember I was saying like niggas need in relationships need like relationship lawyers, but that's not like actually they lawyer. You get what I'm saying? To like get them out of situations. Like for example, right? Say your girl go through your phone and she see you texting some girl, right? You like, yo, hold on, let me call my lawyer. You feel me? Like before you put
this is a breach of contract.
before we on trial, let me call my lawyer. So you call me. You know what I'm saying? I'm your relationship lawyer. Like, hey, my girl went through my phone. Da 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 da. Boom. So I'm like, oh, did she?
You know what would be funny?
Did she have a warrant?
Put it on speaker. My client is not saying anything anymore to you. He's not answering any more questions. I just need to know, did he allow you to go through the phone? Yes or no? Answer, ma'am, right now. Yes or no? She goes like, no, that's a breach of contract. I have the paperwork right here. We are gonna sue your ass. Court martial. Leave right now. Leave.
Tyrone, I'm on the way. You don't say nothing
Don't
else
say
to
anything
her.
else to her.
You say nothing
You
to
say
her.
nothing until I get there.
She's a fucking charlatan piece of shit. You don't say nothing else to her
You
cheating
can
ass.
actually use the real laws though, because like if the police just busting your crib and they find weed, they
Yeah.
can't say, hey, he's a drug dealer.
Yeah, they really can't.
They had to have a warrant. So
Fruit
if
of the poisonous tree.
exactly,
That's a
so
fact.
therefore I'm going to challenge the evidence. Has this evidence been legally acquired by law? By law.
You think Jussie should have had a lawyer like this for that type of situation when the cops call back like, yo, something's not adding up. Hold on. Hello, I'm his lawyer, his evidence lawyer. We were not surrendering any evidence to you, actually. You guys signed the paper yesterday. I know you guys don't remember, but you signed it.
Word
Hang
up.
up, man. He should have had it. He should have had it. Yo, we just
niggas-
need to...
Niggas
invent
need
different
relationship
types of
lawyers.
laws.
Yeah,
Yeah.
niggas need relationship lawyers.
Relationship
Get them out
law
of
should
shit,
be a
man.
thing.
It wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt.
It wouldn't hurt at all, man.
It wouldn't hurt.
Because
Sometimes
they
you
probably
need-
need it from
sometimes
an
you need that
outside
advice.
party, like
I
a
know.
mediator.
Hey, and if she wants to get one too,
arbitrator, that's what
hey,
you call it.
arbitrator,
right?
yeah.
Arbitrator, there you go.
Arbitration. That's what you got.
And guess what? Sometimes two people breaking up, they get them two lawyers. The two lawyers figure everything out, man.
Yep. Listen,
That
how long
was
y'all been
I
together?
want to grab some lunch and talk about this shit.
Listen, hold on. This is how you negotiate the terms. Listen, all right. There will be we will limit the subtweets to 2 per week.
2 per week, yeah.
Anything over 10 is a breach contract.
Gotcha.
You got to cash app him the $40 he gave you for your nails in 2012.
Yo, you know what's crazy bringing up subtweets? Yo, subtweets are a crazy thing because like anything could be a subtweet.
Yeah, no, that's a
anything.
fact. Yeah.
It's just like, is it relative to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like, why are people so like self-absorbed? that they just be thinking shit just be about them.
Sometimes it do.
Sometimes in the context, sometimes in the context of
That's
life,
why, nigga.
it do be about them, son. And sometimes it don't.
Yo, cause some tweets be so fucking.
Sometimes
obvious,
it be
like-
too obvious, son. They be like, all right, my nigga. I see
like
what you're
niggas
trying to
like if your chick was mad at you, right? She'd be like, sometimes I hate niggas and blue hats
Like, obviously.
with army fatigue glasses because sometimes they don't understand my feelings. And you sit here like
Have a nigga like,
Checking his glasses.
like what the fuck? You be like, yo, what you?
army fatigue,
You be
right?
like, yo, you be like, yo,
Nah,
you had to put that on the internet. Who said I was talking about you? I was listening to a song.
Yo,
like,
you talking
what
about
fucking
me?
song got
What
niggas with
song has
glasses?
niggas with glasses?
army fatigue glasses on.
Play the fucking song. Play
I
the
just
song.
asked my man next to me. He said this is army fatigue on my glasses. You talking about me? You know that nigga don't like me.
Yo, chicks never admit to the subtweet either. That shit is
Yeah,
bad funny.
that shit is so weird. And
But
it's-
like sometimes you be subtweeting, like you ever get in your feelings and subtweet
Yeah.
a joint? Like what was your worst subtweet like when you was in the bag?
I'm
like,
trying to think.
Some chick hurt your
trying to think.
feelings.
So, some crazy shit about like it was really some like bad bitch single bitch tweet. Like it was like, yeah, we gotta move on and like life gonna get crazy. Like don't worry, we stepping out, nigga. Like some shit like that. It was like some shit like that to make her feel bad. And I was like, oh, I look like a bitch.
I think I said some shit like I was probably you know, I'd be like, sometimes you be the only nigga to take a chance. So
Yo!
you know me, I'm mad deep. So my subtweet was mad deep.
Only nigga to take a chance. You was
I was in my nigga, I was deep.
Nigga,
in my
nigga,
bag.
nigga was in the shoulder thing, nigga.
The eyes inside the bag. That nigga was too deep in the bag, son. That nigga popped out. Was like,
Nigga opened the bag up. Nigga opened the bag up, stood on the bed, and was like, "Let me get in this bitch." Oh man, my subtweets that ass be like super hood nigga shit, man. Oh man, them bitches be broke. Bitches be broke. Don't even listen to these bitches. They be broke. I'm dead ass. 9 times out of 10, if I'm calling bitches broke, it's a subtweet.
what about you, man?
Oh man,
Nah, I just-
the wild shit though that they really be broke though. That'd be the crazy shit. But we gonna talk about that another day.
Nah, I dead ass between just like music songs that make sense or fucking pictures that make sense, and I'd be like, I would actually find this funny. So it kind of works out. I mean, I did tweet it because it was funny though. Like,
The crazy shit though, when I do those tweets though, it always be the conversation on the timeline, so they just fit in everything. So it just be like,
Nah, it don't be the conversation on the timeline. Sometimes you just see it and you make the conversation.
I'm down center.
I'm about to change this shit. I'm about to redirect the fuck out
yeah,
of
let's
this.
go redirect the flow. Watch these broke bitches.
You feel like you got that alley, yo.
Oh, the 360. All right, throw it up.
Yo, son, that when you ain't get your last word in the argument subtweet with your girl, nigga. You're like, I'm just fucking tired, nigga. You're like,
I'm about to go to sleep forever. You're like, what the fuck? You be some OD aggressive ass shit that don't make sense. Yo, that shit, it be mad funny. It be like, I'm about to enjoy the fuck out of pizza by myself right now. Shit's crazy.
Love is fucking aggressive, nigga.
Oh,
Wait,
son. Yo, you know what's crazy?
What the fuck are you talking
The
about?
first time, like initially, when I see a niggas tweeting like wild shit, like that like borderline suicidal wild shit, I just be like, oh, this nigga arguing with his girl.
That's every nigga, son. That shit is crazy. You like, oh, he's arguing with his girl.
Don't nothing make you want to kill yourself like
Loving your
that.
girl, nigga. Loving your girl like
Be like, ooh, I want to make this bitch sad right now. Ooh, jump off this roof.
Yo,
This bitch be
what was that
crying.
Twitter video with the white dude that ran into the wall? Remember his girl wasn't listening to him? He's like, I just want you to listen to me. And he runs into the, like, he smashed his head on the wall
Yeah,
and some
son.
shit. And
I was
everybody's
like-
like, oh my God. And I was like, yo, for real though, son.
Yeah.
That ass sometimes
That's
chicks
a whole
don't listen,
mood.
bro. That's a fucking move, bro. I wouldn't do that because I'm
Let me
not
tell you
white and I like
something.
my face.
Let me tell you
That's when you
something.
punch the wall.
If this,
Yo,
that's
yeah,
about
punching the
That's
wall
when
is
you
that.
hit
said-
the wall.
Punching
Yo,
the wall
elbow
is that,
deep.
yeah.
elbow deep, my
next
nigga.
door.
Put so much.
Yo, son.
You be next door.
My bad,
Put your
my bad,
arm out
Julian.
like, I'm gonna come over.
the door for y'all.
You pull your arm out like I'm gonna come over there and plaster that later.
Yo,
You gotta throw
bro.
some plaster on that.
Yo, bro, my nigga, like, I started taking, like, Thai boxing, nigga, because my hands are so fucked up that I knew if I punched the wall, my nigga, I was like, yo, nigga, my hand gonna break, nigga. So I hit it with, nigga,
Your whole shit was in that shit, right?
shit went through the wall, nigga. Yo, but like niggas gotta learn to use this.
Yeah, no,
This
this
is
elbow
dangerous.
part.
This is
That's
dangerous.
it.
This shit-
That's a
this is
knockout.
like a
This is
gun.
a knockout.
This
This
shit
is
right
like
here,
a
all
gun
hit
this,
it right.
knife.
all
Hit it
this
right.
right here, nigga.
Crazy.
Listen, man,
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
Let me tell you
this
something.
right
Let me
here,
tell you something. Let me
this
tell you something.
this right
Let me
here.
tell you something.
Listen,
Wow, nigga.
nigga, you hit a nigga with one of those right there. That's busting this whole shit open.
Yeah.
This whole shit. That
My
nigga,
nigga,
If you grab a nigga face and go bam, it's like
I'm gonna give you some. You get in a nigga and they hit him in the ribs.
yeah.
You
Smashes.
Yo,
Yo,
listen, this
Folding,
that's
bro.
old shit that we've been seeing in movies forever.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas don't even know. I've been waiting to practice movie moves on niggas.
That's a
in the
fact.
fight.
That's a fact.
Like when I get
That's a
into
fact.
when
Every
I get
nigga
into
thinks
fights,
about shit like
I'll
that.
wait to practice. I'll be like, oh, this nigga didn't even know I watched fucking I watched like 7 fucking what's that nigga? I watched seven Steven Seagal movies yesterday.
Oh,
Wow.
real
I'm
quick,
about to
real
hit
quick,
this
real
nigga
quick.
with
Have y'all
seven
ever
different punches
ever
you
busted
never
out
seen.
like a movie move in a fight? I have. I definitely
Yeah,
German
nigga.
suplex a nigga.
You
before.
think-
that shit was fucking
Yo, bro,
crazy.
listen, son. I done suplexed the nigga before. I done powerbombed
I
the
drop
nigga
kicked the nigga
before.
before.
Like I'm with all that. I'm
I'm gonna tell you
I'm
something. I'm not gonna hold
Full
you.
extension drop kick.
My
the
shit,
nigga before.
my shit is peace.
I need
I'm
somebody
dangerous
in the
with
face
these
before.
bitches, boy.
I need
Because
somebody
my
in the face
hands is
before.
so fucked up from
Yeah.
hitting people, my nigga. That I had to learn to use my knees and
Yeah.
shit. So my nigga, I'll get a nigga right here, all here. Fuck his whole equilibrium up, drag him in.
and I'm not
Break his whole
I
body.
never
Your
been-
whole face is going crack.
I never
my
been
nigga.
like a hands fighter. Like I'm like
I'm a
the
grappler.
fucking
I
Brooklyn
wrestle.
Brawler, my nigga. Like we.
Oh nah, I like the box.
We about to get down. If we fighting, we about to get down. So I'm like I'm Kurt Angle. So I'm trying to grapple the shit out of you,
Facts.
and then suplex you on the
Yeah,
floor, and then I'm going straight
I'm one of those niggas,
MMA,
too.
ground and pound on you. And I
Yo.
don't even. I'm not punching you. Like elbows been
I
the
hate-
thing for me, son.
I ain't never had mad weight on me when I was coming up, so I had to learn to move.
Yeah.
Nigga, remember I fought that big nigga? He landed on top of me.
Oh no.
Yo,
And everybody started
everybody started stomping this nigga.
Stop it.
But I was working this nigga, bro. That's why he had to grab me,
Yeah.
because like he was some big nigga. I was like, oh shit. I was just like, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Nigga, grab me. Whew. I was like, oh, god
big
damn it.
niggas.
But
Oh, man.
me, nigga. This nigga grabbed me. I said, no, fuck that. Grab him, nigga. I picked him up. He fell on top.
Nigga got mad, bro. Like, the adrenaline rush. He was like, "Wait, what up with you?"
Yo, I just thought about like man fights.
Shouts out
that I
the
had.
homies for stopping him out though. That's
Oh yeah.
What's he-
But no. The worst part, they didn't get him off of me before they
So
started
they was stomping him
They
out.
stopped
They
that nigga
stomping
under
me.
you. That shit is.
While he's
that's
on
some
top
real-
of me.
Nigga, that shit.
That's dangerous.
Word to my mother, right?
That's
Word to my
dangerous.
mother. Yo, listen. Word to my mother. That shit. The homies did that. And I had a fight in like the 5th grade, and the nigga that I fought, like nigga, we are still friends. The niggas who like I was like close with, like Banks and these niggas jumped that nigga. Like how I always fight. Like if I'm fighting a nigga trying to do some like throw the hand shit, I fake like we about to throw the hands, and then I just Goldberg you. So like I came in like we were throw the hands, and I just scooped that nigga, slammed him real quick. So we fighting and tussling on the floor and shit. This nigga had got on top of me. He was working me. I ain't gonna lie. So that nigga, his ground and pound was like,
I'm trying to get down.
his ground and pound was serious, bro. That nigga, he was watching mad MMA. So I had just started watching MMA. So that's how I had him with the scoop real quick. But I wasn't on the ground and pound yet, son. So like, I felt like there was like a hole. It was like a little spot to hold. I grabbed this nigga real quick, like, oh, this nigga's whooping my ass, and I bit this nigga. I had braces at
Mike
the time.
Tyson shit. Let's
I had braces at the time. I bit a smiley face into this nigga's chest. That nigga
Yo.
still has that shit to this day. Word to my
That's
mother.
how you get niggas like mine.
I bit this nigga. This nigga said, "Yo, this nigga's biting me."
Yo, when every
And
time
started
I fight with
whooping my
somebody
ass.
getting bit, they
Yo,
announce
They announced that niggas is biting me because that nigga's crazy.
That's some shit you
Look
know.
out for this
That's
guy.
some crazy
Yo, you know what that is? That's really you warning the other homies that this nigga's the biter. Watch out for him.
Yo, I said that, and this nigga started throwing punches, but like I'm still like locked in, and this nigga is still like mad close to me. Yo, son, why all the homies just started running around him, kicking him? Man. Like, it was like they was going around in a line that was just circling around, and they all lied about it after. Yo, in my when we was coming up, everybody ain't have Jordans. Mm-hmm. There was only a few niggas in the school that had Jordans. Every nigga that kicked him had Jordans on. So I knew it was my man's. Niggas was like, nah, that wasn't me, bro. I didn't jump.
So I was counting the numbers.
Nigga, I said,
the ones, those the threes.
Yo, at the I think that was like the OG black and red 13s. Nigga, all I saw was black and red 13s kicking this nigga in the back. Scoops. I was like, oh yeah, my niggas is fighting for me. I always love when my niggas jump people for me, man.
Yeah, man.
It made me feel like
ain't no fair ones, man.
Yeah,
yo, you ever got your bell rung?
Yeah, that nigga rung my bell. Nigga Curve, me and Curve used to fight all the time. That nigga Curve rung my bell in a crazy fight. Like that's why that's like the bro that you always fight with. Yeah. That was me and Curve growing up, and this nigga, I forgot why we fought that day. Like it was we used to, when all the homies on the block, I dead told everybody oh fuck all y'all niggas up, and then everybody was like word, and everybody started whooping my ass. This nigga Curve comes out of nowhere, and when we was coming up, he was the fastest one of all of us. So he would when in situations like that, he's always the last nigga to dip because he think he could just outrun everybody. So when I started overpowering niggas, everybody dipped, Curve dips last. So I grabbed that nigga and I gave him a wedgie. That shit had him so tight that it ended up us really fighting. That nigga hit me one time, son, and my temple was sensitive for 3 years after that.
Yo, boy, I remember one time, nigga, talking shit to this dude, and this dude was the slow dude kind of on the block. So he was with the shits. He would fight anybody. He was one of them niggas. So we talking shit to each other. I'll smack the shit out you. Fuck out of here, nigga. You bullshit. Nigga, fuck out of here. He nigga, I'll beat your ass, nigga. He talking shit. We talking shit back and forth. Mind you, we have probably fought 10 times already. This is a nigga that I fought probably bi-weekly, a paycheck.
Yeah.
Same time, same place.
We was always arguing and fighting for some odd reason, my nigga. This day, my nigga, we sitting it's like the jungle gym, so on the poles or whatever. So I'm talking shit to the nigga. And this nigga just snuffed me. Boom! My head in the pole. I saw stars.
Yo, that shit is crazy.
I saw stars, and the only thing I could think to do was just laugh at the nigga. I was like,
that's the only way you can get away from that situation. It's shit crazy. Yo,
I just need time. You need time to recover.
We bring it all together first.
Yo, I ain't fight that nigga that day.
I was growing up in the hood, so I was I live in Marcus Garvey, so the building across the street is 721 Sumner. So I'm in the building, and niggas is the young niggas would just be in the thing, and niggas would just be fighting each other. And the older niggas would be betting on us.
Yeah.
But we didn't even know. We thought, we just fighting. The older niggas is dads betting on us. So niggas is fighting. And I had to fight this kid that lived upstairs that would just beat everyone the fuck up, son. And I was just the little nigga, smart nigga, helping niggas take homework and shit. I know about the hood, but I'm I ain't really trying to fight this nigga. I fought niggas before. I ain't trying to do it. So I ended up fighting him. I'm in 5th grade. And I'm so I'm fighting him. I'm kind of winning, and niggas is hyping me up. They're oh, you beating this nigga, I'm kind of winning. And I get cocky.
That's how it happened.
I tagged him up bam, 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 bam.
That's how it happened.
And he stumbled back. But in my mind, I was oh, it's a wrap for this nigga. He can't do nothing. So I'm just
you relaxed.
Yeah, this nigga hits me with a book. I didn't even see it, nigga. Literally, this is what I saw. I'm yeah. I see his hand go like this, and then I just feel this, and then it's just lights, and I'm just stumbling backwards. And I just remember you hear the ding, and then it's just mad lights, and then my vision is unblurring, and he's running towards me, and I just end up grabbing him, and we just both fall this way because I'm still fucked up because he really tagged the shit out of me. I'm oh shit, I'm concussed. So I'm I fall with him this way, and I guess he scrapes his arm on the floor, man, crazy. And he's all right, I gotta stop fighting. And I'm just I win. Niggas is yeah, but no. And I was yeah, I didn't feel I won. Yo, bro. That nigga, to this day, I still don't remember how he hit me. Like, I don't know if it was like an uppercut. I don't know if it was like a hook. I don't know if it was like a. All I know is he did this and then just pop, and I was just like, oh shit, what the fuck?
Yo, the time I got my bell rung, I did the shit to myself, being stupid. I was fighting fucking Terrell. I don't know if you remember him. Fucking, he was like 21, and we was all like 16, 17. My nigga, I don't even know why we got into it. So I went to lift the nigga. I picked him up, and I fell, hit my head. So I'm getting up like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on? So I'm squared up with the wrong nigga.
Because you're fucked up right now.
I was like, oh nah. Turn to this nigga. He's still swinging. I'm trying to duck and swing at the same time. I'm like, oh nah. I gotta slam this nigga. Just lay on him or something.
Yo, in that moment, the only thing you can think is either this nigga gonna knock me the fuck out, or I'm gonna grab this nigga and he gotta come with me wherever I go, man. Fuck
now
him.
I know why
That
boxers
shit
be
crazy.
like, nah, we gotta cover.
That's why niggas hug, son.
All the
That's what
time.
the hug
All
is
the
for.
time.
That's what the hug is for,
The
nigga.
one time that shit happened to me as an adult, I was like 19. And I was with my DJ niggas from like high school and shit. And niggas was DJing some party at like, damn son. Yeah, it's on Fulton. It's on
Sea
Fulton.
Breeze?
Nah, it's on Fulton. It's not even a club no more. Like it used to be a club though. And then that shit was like a gay club. Like,
I know what you're talking
and then
about.
they was throwing like right before they closed it. Like last thing I remember going into there was like a rave. Like the spot just kept changing.
It's like by
Popeyes
restoration.
is on the corner.
It's by restoration.
Yeah, Popeyes is on the corner.
okay,
I can't remember
know
what they called it back then though. But whatever, my niggas is in there. So we in there. Niggas like 18. You know, niggas is little street niggas. We got bottles, all kinds of wild shit. One of my niggas gets into it with security, son, and he's just like, you know the security niggas at the time, man, just
They be waiting to fight. They be waiting.
whatever niggas.
Destroyers.
Yo, son, this nigga had my son like yoked up on some shit, and then all I saw was a bottle go in my son's head. I was like, oh shit, it's lit. I picked up the top to the fucking turntables, and I fucking started using that shit like a weapon. So I'm swinging that shit. I swing that shit. I'm hitting mad security niggas, nigga. Boop, because you know them shit's type
Yeah.
Boops. You think I'm stone cold when I'm doing this shit, son. Yo, son, next thing I know, my nigga, scoop. Somebody hit me in the head with an empty Moet bottle, bro.
Oh my
My
god.
nigga, son. That shit hit me? No. That shit hit me.
That's how it works. Because the nigga about to shit again.
Yo, that's how you know. That's how you know. That's how you know.
Because at least the shit break. He's gonna cut his head. He's gonna be like,
Now,
fuck it, I'm off.
listen, you know how you know I knew shit was crazy? Because that shit hit me and bounced off. I was like, oh shit. I just ducked and did mad spins away from wherever I was at. Like I just dead ass grabbed my shit, ducked, and was like, oh, spin. Yo, I spun till I found I ended up grabbing a garbage can, right? Garbage can was filled with just empty glass bottles. What do y'all think I did?
Toss some
Nigga, I'm on the one side of the club like I ain't even aiming these shit, son. I'm just letting them shit fly, son.
You rocking random control. Visual.
Yo, son. Listen. I had to let at least between 5 and 10 bottles fly, son. Next thing I know, I went to let one fly. Somebody grabbed my arm. I'm like, fuck is wrong with these niggas? Turn around, it's the boys. I was like, oh. I dipped on this nigga. I hit the fucking, he had the bottle. Like, he grabbed the bottle. I let the bottle go, bust a spin move. And the way the club was set up, like, in the dance floor part, like, there was, like, a shutter. Like, a gate. Like, they niggas didn't lift up. So they lifted that up, and they was coming in through there. and the front door was open. So I spun over that nigga and went right out the front door like, oh my God. I'm outside in front of the club like, y'all niggas is alive? Like,
Yo, nigga, nah. This one time, niggas was fighting in this party, boy, and niggas was getting washed. And you know how you realize niggas is getting washed? You like, oh shit, niggas is about to lose. So I just like stood there with the crowd for a little bit, wait till it died down a little bit, get my win back. Nigga was running by, I just rocked him. nigga saw me hit him, nigga, I dipped it. Nigga, I was out
yo, son.
hitting 100. Them niggas was working.
Yo, the greatest thing of all right. Some ball stories are mad funny. Niggas will be beating people up, and like it's just so easy to lose sight of any of us in our group.
Yeah.
Cause like niggas could like literally like. There's been times I was in a fight and I literally just took like 2 steps back. And then watching everybody else fight, and
all the
niggas
time.
are not even paying attention to me, and I'm just like, oh, I'm about
We
to
watch
sleep.
it.
I'm about to
We
sleep.
watch it. We see that shit on World Star Fight Comps. We see it all the time. You see it all the
When you
time.
in it, you always have that pause moment, like, oh shit.
I think
You know what's crazy? You know what's the crazy instinct that I have when I'm in like big ass fights like that? Like I gotta find a wall. Like, I gotta put my back to something because niggas is not about to world star me.
Nah,
Here's my
actually,
funny shit. I think I have a little bit of like a white in my mind because the first thing I think is what can I hit somebody with?
Oh nah,
First thing I
nigga.
pick up
The
and hit
first,
somebody with.
the first thought
That's
is
my
like, all
first
right,
thought.
I gotta put my back to something, and then
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like,
right.
all right, if we gotta end this real quick,
What can I hit?
what can I end this with?
I'm gonna tell you a secret about me, my nigga.
And I always got a pen on me, so
Let me tell you a secret about me. I already know by the time I walk in what I could hit somebody with.
Oh no!
Oh, no, yeah. Niggas already
I'm
scout.
talking. That's
You scout
that looking, scanning the room shit. That's if the fight break out randomly, nigga.
Yeah,
when I
I'm
walk in the
always-
spot, nigga, I see the shit that's weapon.
Yeah.
Like to this day, I'm always like, once I get in the spot, like I'm in, just in case it go down, move.
What's
Then
about to
I'm looking
happen?
down, exit there.
Yeah,
Bottles, cups, glass cups or plastic cups, glass cups. Good. Those is throwable.
Yo,
know what
niggas
I'm
be
saying?
thinking about all the
I
crazy
love when people drink bottles and put them down.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
Bingo.
Listen,
And then, you know what's crazy?
Captain, son.
This is even if the night is going normal.
shit. Yo, that's good. I'm thinking about shit like that.
I'm having fun.
Because you know what's crazy? You know what's a crazy thing I dead ass mastered when I was a little nigga? The angle you need to take on the hard surface to get the perfect edge on that glass.
Yeah.
I just used to practice that shit, son. I don't know why. I thought like,
I
you
don't
know,
know, dude, but I'm definitely the.
I thought
it
I'd
was
have-
funny. I laughed earlier when you said you got hit with the bottle because like I've definitely hit somebody with a glass bottle and it clunked off their head and I just kept hitting it till it didn't break. They got away. They was fucked up.
that
They
shit.
was running away
Listen,
like this.
if that nigga would have got another swing with that Moet bottle, I'm not here today.
I'm not going whatever wood
Yo,
there is,
everything.
but I never got hit with a bottle, and I thank
That
God.
shit is
son,
crazy,
that I
son.
don't want to, bro.
Getting snuck punches.
Not gonna
crazy.
Oh, man.
I remember like the first time I got snuck punched, I was in like the 7th grade, son, and that nigga did not want to fight me. Like after the snuck punch, it was like that. Yeah,
That's usually what sneak punch niggas do because a nigga snuck punched me and then I turned and like at first I was like, oh shit, and then when I turned around and looked at him, he was mad short and tiny and he was like backing up, and then some big ass nigga, some big fat big pud like 6'5" nigga started walking up towards us like, yo, y'all got a problem? And I was like, you know what? Nah.
Now I got snuck and I went down, but I popped right back up like, oh shit, let's get it rocking. But I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know where I was at though. Like,
Yeah, that shit is crazy. It's
but I knew I was like, oh, it's on. Like I knew I got hit, I knew I went down, and I was like, oh, it's on. Let's just scrap. Like, cause
and that was the thing about the snuck punch that I was tight about. Like that shit ain't even phase me, son. That shit just
Yeah,
that nigga
actually,
It's
snuck
like
behind
your
my
body's
eyes.
natural
Yeah, no,
reaction.
I
It's
didn't
a
even
shock.
fold.
Your body
Like,
shut
yeah.
down. Like,
It
oh
was just
shit,
like, what the fuck?
it's the impact.
And I
Like,
turned
you
around like, what the
I
fuck?
turned around and I was like, "What did you do that for?"
Yeah.
And then
I was like, what was
in the middle of him answering, I was like, "I don't even care." Like, and then somebody broke us up and he was like, "Nah, I don't want. Let's go outside." I was like, "Nigga, we can fight right here." Like, You want somebody to break it up.
Getting sneak hurts, man. Getting sneak
that
hurts.
shit fine.
Yo, let me see the iPad real quick.
All right. Here you go.
Why was we even talking about fighting? We just got on
We
a
just got
random
to
ass
fighting, man. That shit
tangent,
crazy.
my nigga. That's what the Haters Ball show is, man. We about tangents and fighting.
That's a fact.
Magas.
Magus.
Forget the Magus.
Magus. That shit is hilarious. Yo, mad funny.
We gotta get not the maggots, nigga.
Not the Magus.
I actually do want to get a MAGA dude up here.
Oh,
I was trying to get somebody from the 80 Dolls.
Yeah,
to come up, but they wasn't really down with it. Oh, because we was talking about Asada Shakur earlier, so I wanted to play that video. She's fucking dope, man. Because since we talking about fighting and it's Black History Month, let's talk about fighting for some real shit though.
Real.
To the time that I was living in, Black people struggle in history from Africa all the way up to the time that I was living in. It was not a process where people were enslaved and went through that whole thing as victims. That our people had a long, rich, strong history, an intellectual history, a history of struggling from taking over slave ships to strikes to building organizations, and that was a history that was not just a matter of George Washington Carver inventing things with peanuts. And I don't mean to push him down because I think he made a great contribution, but I'm saying that was all that I had learned before that. The only figure who had stood out was Harriet Tubman, and it was Harriet Tubman, George Washington Carver, and Booker T. Washington. That was my whole concept, my whole understanding of Black history up until that time. And I really thought that Lincoln freed the slaves. I really thought that the Civil War was fought for slavery. And when I started to see the real picture of what happened to us as a people and really started to analyze what American history was all about, I began to look at things in a whole other way and to see that it was a systemized, that this place called America the U.S. of A. had systematically wiped out Indians, had systematically enslaved Black people, and then after slavery was officially abolished, that the oppression didn't end. It just changed form.
That's Asada. Like, she's the gangster, man.
She's dope.
She's the fucking gangster, man. I love Asada Shakur. I read her book and it like opened my eyes to like her whole story and why she really like had to escape from jail because they was like abusing that woman. I was telling y'all earlier, they just had her in the fucking like dungeons and under the jail and pregnant and shit like that. And that's some gangster shit to make a call and be like, yo, I'm trying to get the fuck up out of here.
And get out of there.
And then get the fuck up out of there and then live
real.
your life in Cuba free as fuck.
That's lit. That's mad lit. And Women's History Month's coming up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Next month, we're trying to get the ladies on the show.
That's a fact.
So all the influential Black women that we know, or women of color that we know, we need you guys to contact us to get you guys to be on the show.
Y'all ever heard of Fannie Lou Hamer?
I've heard the name before. I'm not
She's from the Freedom Democratic Party. I forgot where they were, but somewhere in the Deep South. And they organized themselves to, get their votes in and get their candidates in. And they wanted to be a part of the Democratic National Convention. And they didn't allow them. But she got some time to speak on the floor. And at the time, like, the president made a call, like, for the network to, like, cut it off and shit like that. But, like, she got up there and told the truth about everything that went down. But this is what she said.
By orders, and it wasn't too long before 3 white men came to my cell. One of these men was a state highway patrolman, and he asked me where I was from. And I told him Roosevelt. He said, we're going to check this. And they left my cell, and it wasn't too long before they came back. He said, "You are from Roosevelt, all right," and he used a curse word. And he said, "We're going to make you wish you was dead." I was carried out of that cell into another cell where they had 2 Negro prisoners. The state highway patrolman ordered the first Negro to take the blackjack. The first Negro prisoner ordered me, by orders from the state highway patrolman, for me to lay down on a bunk bed on my face. And I laid on my face. The first Negro began to beat. And I was beat by the first Negro until he was exhausted. I was holding my hands behind me at that time on the left side because I suffered from polio when I was 6 years old. After the first Negro had beat until he was exhausted, the state highway patrolman ordered the second Negro to take the blackjack. The second Negro began to beat, and I began to work my feet. And the state highway patrolman ordered the first Negro had beat to sit on my feet, to keep me from working my feet. I began to scream, and one white man got up and began to beat me in my head and tell me to hush. One white man, my dress had worked up high. He walked over and pulled my dress. I pulled my dress down, and he pulled my dress back up. I was in jail when Medgar Evers was murdered. All of this is on account of we want to register to become first-class citizens. And if the Freedom Democratic Party is not seated now, I question America. Is this America, the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Gangsters.
Yeah,
Gangsters.
That's crazy. That's a crazy ass story.
Yeah. Yeah, she was a gangster, man. Like, there's a whole documentary on them right now. I'm gonna add the links to this.
I think it's crazy that people still trust the government and law enforcement and shit so crazy after hearing all these stories of them like forcibly trying to silence like people just trying to beat people, like just in general. Like, I mean, everything is like some certain things are definitely conditional, but at the same time, it's not like any of these systems were really changed. Mm-hmm. Like they just made it seem like it's changed. It made it seem like we have more freedom.
I mean, because people believe we live in a country.
Yeah.
When we live in a corporation.
Yeah, that's a fact.
People believe that's a government when that's like the board of governors or
it's like
like
board
a
trustee
committee.
Yeah.
Of dickheads.
Fact.
That's only interest is the corporation.
Profit.
Yep.
The interest ain't the workers. I can give. There's gonna be more workers.
Yeah, you can get more workers.
Niggas come and go. More niggas is gonna come along, and niggas is gonna die, and
Yeah.
they don't give a fuck about us.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
That shit is crazy.
And I mean like humans, like all of us, like not even just like the black us. Like they don't give a fuck about the white us. They don't give a fuck about the green
They
us.
just care about the money.
The light skin us.
It's all about the bread.
If it ain't about the bread.
People, bro.
Yo, speaking of bread, my man Dr. Claude Anderson, like, it's some people that like just predict the future somehow, some way. He did this shit back in the 90s. It's called Powernomics. He kind of predicts the situation we're in right now. I'm gonna play it.
I talked about this a long time ago in the book. Because that's what conservatism means. Conservatism comes from the root word to conserve. To conserve means to hold on to what you've got, or those who ain't got, as my mother said in a third grade education, you ain't gonna get. That's what conservatism means. And it means nothing else. It means maintain the status quo. It means use every device that you have to give the pretense that what you see is normal. And right now, there's a conservative move in this country, going from the White House across this land to the Congress, that says whatever exists all over this nation and in Los Angeles is normal. They want you to believe that it's normal to go out and Los Angeles and see all the drug abuse and all the crime, all the poverty, and all the suffering of black folk lying and sleeping on the streets, drugged out, doped out. They want you to believe that's normal. That's what conservatism means, maintain the status quo. It also means to reinstitute white authority, white values, so you hear them talk about family values and all these other kind of things. And also white superiority. So when people start talking about they want to go back and be a conservative, you ask them, what are you trying to conserve? When my people don't own anything and you own 100%, what have I got to conserve? When you hear blacks going around screaming about they are black conservative, you ask them, what are you conserving? Tell me one point in history that you found something that you want to conserve.
That's a fact, though.
Don't let people run that game on you about being a conservative. You tell them, fine, you want to tell me what are you conserving? And when my people never had anything, why would they want to be a conservative? So the biggest problem we're going to have is conservatism when it goes across this nation. And we as black folk got to understand, now it's not all whites that are conservatives. There is an element that's got everything that want to make there. It's the greed over need. They want to hold on to everything. And so, we're going to have a massive flow. Everybody's going to be talking about conservatism. You're going to see people politically switching, talking about they're moving to the far right.
Oh shit!
Crazy.
This is
In the 90s.
in the 90s. He predicted this 30 years ago, bro.
I mean,
Is that not crazy to hear that?
All smart people, no matter what people may believe of them or how extreme people may believe them, can always see the trends on how shit is gonna happen. Like,
Because it's not really a
literally-
trend. It's history.
It's
yeah.
history.
History
literally
repeats itself. You know your history.
So it's
and
like,
you know what's going to happen in the future.
you know that shit gets extreme and then it dies down. It gets extreme and then it dies down. It gets extreme and then it dies down. So it's always gonna happen like that. Like, it's literally the only way that things happen. So that's why I think that when we bring up a lot of points that people might see as extreme, it's like, my nigga, how has anything ever got done in any country or any civilization ever? It always has to get to the extreme point, and then shit pops off,
Right.
and then shit blows up.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, then shit happens. So you can't tell me that, like, shit can't get extreme, like, shit doesn't get crazy, and then like, or we keep moving at the same path that we're moving, and then things are gonna get better, because it's not.
Yeah.
Like, it hasn't worked. It has not worked. It's just proven that it doesn't work.
Facts. And let's end on this one right here. My man Malcolm X.
You can be an atheist and still...
Hold on, let's go back here.
And once we see that all these other sources to which we've turned have failed, we stop turning to them and turn to ourselves. We need a self-help program. Do it yourself philosophy. Do it right now philosophy. It's already too late philosophy. This is what you and I need to get with. And the only way we're going to solve our problem is with a self-help program. Before we can get a self-help program started, we have to have a self-help philosophy. Black nationalism is a self-help philosophy. What's so good about it, you can stay right in the church where you are and still take black nationalism as your philosophy. You can stay in any kind of civic organization that you belong to and still take black nationalism as your philosophy. You can be an atheist and still take black nationalism as your philosophy. This is a philosophy that eliminates the necessity for division and argument. Because if you're black, you should be thinking black. And if you're black and you're not thinking black at this late date, well, I'm sorry for you. Once you change your philosophy, you change your thought pattern. Once you change your thought pattern, you change your attitude. Once you change your attitude, it changes your behavior pattern. And then you go on into some action. As long as you got a sit-down philosophy, you'll have a sit-down thought pattern. And as long as you think that old sit-down thought, you'll be in some kind of sit-down action. They'll have you sitting in everywhere. It's not so good to refer to what you're going to do as a sit-in. Then right there, castrates you. Right there, it brings you down. What goes with it? Think of the image of someone sitting. An old woman can sit. An old man can sit. A chump can sit. A coward can sit. Anything can sit. Well, you and I have been sitting long enough, and it's time today for us to start doing some standing and some fighting back there.
Fucking kill these niggas.
Yo,
let's get it. That's perfect.
That was definitely I'm gonna shoot this jumper and turn around.
Yeah.
As soon as it gets out of my hand.
It was fire.
Yeah, he let that rip right there. That's
Yeah, that
what
was
I mean.
good.
That's the thought we gotta end Black History Month on.
That's a fact.
To end the episode on that note. What's good, man?
I don't even got no hate.
I ain't never
I
said
love black
no
people.
Yeah, I don't even got no.
I love us, bro.
I just want us to, you know. do better.
Nah. I got some.
Oh, you got hate.
hate.
Got it. You crazy.
You got some hate?
Yeah, son. I hate everybody that fucking tries to shit on the fucking cisgendered black man. That's what they like to call it.
Meninism.
Like, niggas been shitting. Niggas been throwing the straight black man under the bus for like fucking 3 months now.
Yeah,
It's been a little
Straight.
while. It's been a little while.
Just cause niggas ain't dumb or pussy. And that shit is bugged out to me.
A lot of niggas
The
is kind of
Bluetooth
retarded.
device is ready to pair.
That's my Chinese speaker.
Like, they really came at us crazy cause niggas ain't believe a lie. Like, I don't know. I mean, y'all could be stupid.
I mean, I don't give a shit personally.
Yeah, I personally don't give a fuck what y'all.
Now
feel
we can
about
get the
me.
jokes. Now we can get these jokes. So
You feel me?
That's a fact.
Boy,
As long as boys do.
Bring back these jokes.
Boy, Muscle Boy had niggas fucking shitting on straight black men. No, he threw out his. You know I ain't even.
Yo, I just
know
listened
that.
to an interview on Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. You know Mike Tyson has his own podcast?
Yo, that shit's
I know
amazing.
about
Mike
it,
Tyson
I
is a
never
great
listened
narrator.
to it.
Listen to the one with him
He's a
and Mike
great
Epps. That shit is. Did you watch the one with him and Mike Epps? With they're just name dropping niggas they know from jail.
Yeah.
That shit. That whole episode is fucking hilarious.
Wait,
son.
what happened in his interview with Mike Tyson?
Oh, so he was just talking about like he was saying that he don't talk about white people because black people are his community. Why would he be worried about white people? So that's why he puts the focus on black men. And I just was thinking like, isn't his wife white?
She's definitely.
So I mean, I get his point, but if we were your community, then your family home would reflect that. If you want to take these stances as a black, you know what I'm saying, speaker, then
I mean, she's a child.
Is that wrong? Is that out of place to say? Because
she
I
has-
apologize.
She has mixed race parents, but
Okay.
she looked like a white woman to me.
All right. So I take that back. I take that back.
I think her mother was the white woman though, because she was raised by a white woman, so she's kind of.
I take that
But
back.
the only thing I will say about Terry Crews, I didn't fully watch that interview, even though I did.
Yeah,
like,
so,
post it up.
but what I was gonna wait, hold on. But
Yeah,
what I was
yeah.
gonna say was I agreed with his points. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of me saying like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I kind of get it, and I see his point of view a little better, but his again, like, it just he has to work on that delivery, and also I noticed that he has a lot of issues with like growing up with like his dad.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And
I don't be understanding those issues with people, like, cause I can't relate. I can't relate. Most of my friends I know can't really relate. Like, even if they didn't live with their dad, like everybody I know has a father who was
a black man somehow. Yeah,
not even just a black, has a father who they know.
Yeah,
who they can, even if they don't like the nigga or whatever,
Yeah.
they can find the nigga and talk to the nigga if they wanted to. So like, I don't be understanding those.
He
sentiments.
said he had to beat up his pops and shit like that. So I guess like he also had issues. You know what I'm saying? Seeing the toxic, that growing up with it and shit like that. So I mean, I understand his.
We've
point
all
a little
seen
bit more.
toxicity growing up.
I've seen a whole lot. I've seen a whole. I'm not gonna nigga like.
I've seen toxic masculinity.
We gonna get
from all
into
races
it in
of
deep. I grew up in one of the most toxic households you could grow up in. You know what I'm saying? I seen domestic abuse. I've had to defend my mom in domestic abuse situations and shit like that. But I've never taken the bashing black men, you know what I'm saying, stance. So I guess that's weird.
The one thing I'll say about him that like I feel like when it comes to this is like, yeah, I do agree with his point. Like, oh, if y'all in my community, I'm gonna talk to y'all. But he's also mad big on being like, we're all one race, we're the human race, we're all one people. So why can't you put those people?
That shit is
hold on, but I'm just saying, if that's how he feels, why don't you put those guys also on trial? Like you're saying that, oh, this is your community, but you're saying that we're all one people. You got to talk about those guys too. Like you can't just pretend like
he's a sucker.
You know what I'm saying? And even though he has, because that's what he's basically not talking about a black guy who touched him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, for you to just always
Right.
being on the black cisgendered, cishet, all that shit, to be that person, like, come on, man. You know what you're doing.
Because even Mike was pushing back a little bit, like, you know what I mean? I get it, but you know what I'm saying? We all been there.
We all been there, bro.
Mike Tyson's shit is really good.
Yeah,
by the way.
but his podcast
watch the Hot Box.
Is there audio and video?
It's audio.
Yeah, it's audio and video. And he be
There has
smoking
to be
weed.
video.
Oh, I gotta
Your
show y'all
podcast
legit
on
for how he
video,
smokes
I wanna
weed.
He smoked weed, and he has a dispensary.
Like a murderer.
I mean, he's starting to farm and shit.
That's
I'm trying to
so
apply.
amazing.
Good for Mike.
Yeah, Mike is doing
he
great
really
things
changed
right
his
now.
life,
Yeah,
bro. And he's
yeah,
really self-aware of a lot of
absolutely.
mistakes and shit.
That's
And
That's
I
like
fuck with
the
that.
pillar of growth. Like,
That is amazing. I
Yeah.
watched this man. He smoked weed like an old nigga.
Nigga was like, we ain't wasting no smoke.
yeah.
Old nigga smoke, man.
Hell yeah. But we good? We out?
Yeah, we out
I
here.
watched Mike Tyson tell Lennox Lewis, "I will eat your kids." That shit really.
He's very embarrassed by that.
He's
by the
very
way.
you know he's very embarrassed by his.
I can
boxing
imagine, nigga.
He's
'cause
so
that
embarrassed
shit
by
was-
all those
nigga,
things now.
When
I
he
can
did
see
that
it.
shit, I was embarrassed, but I was like, "This is fucking
Entertaining.
It was
Oh,
hilarious.
shit.
It was
Entertaining.
classic.
I
It
knew
was too
what that
classic.
shit was hitting for when it happened.
Yeah.
I was like,
It was
"This
classic.
is
It was
bomb."
classic.
Fact.
But yeah.
Hey,
You ready?
Hey, Che.
That's hilarious. Nah, Mike Tyson did that.
What the fuck?